I think a big benefit of virtual event is that it is much more accessible, right? If you think in terms of travel time, if you think in terms of travel budget, if you think in terms of even people that don't have full-time jobs that relate to Cloud Foundry but are interested, it's less expensive for registration. You don't have to travel, right? So what we saw was we have always had a very global community and a global audience that would come to our events. But what we really saw was that a lot of the developers that may have been able to, if they're on a team of 10, one might have been able to travel if they were lucky and come to an event. But now we're seeing 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 of them registered for the event, and they can view it synchronously or they can view it asynchronously. So that accessibility of the virtual format is pretty amazing, right? Downside, as you mentioned, right? It's not in person. You miss some of the kind of face-to-face interaction. We've kind of come to the realization that we can't replicate the value of real-time face-to-face interaction. What we can do is try to provide for appropriate virtual interaction models. And so, we learned a lot last year. We're going to apply it to the event this year. And then going forward into 2022, I'm certainly hopeful that we have a return to in-person events. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to strand those that have had access to the event over the last 2020 and 2021 years. We need to find a way to make it more hybrid so that our educational material, the opportunity for collaboration, all of that in some way remains just as accessible as it's been these last 2 years.